Can you hear me? Yes.
Testing.
Testing.
There we go.
Yeah, hears you loud and clear.
Awesome. Welcome, Chantel.
Welcome, John.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
This is John, y'all. It's John Shaft, aka McCray.
There you go.
I
Smith,
said it right.
Smith, whatever you want to call me, whatever.
Uh, he take the R off,
When
'cause, you know.
when you get it right, then I'm gonna have a problem. So you
Right,
tell them whatever you want my name is. John Smith. Or
right.
you can say
Slim
Spike.
Shady.
Say Spike, right? Slim Shady. I am.
My name is. My name
I
is.
ain't been slim since I was 6.
He feeling good, y'all. He feeling real
Hey,
good.
it's great to be alive.
Yes, it
Here we
is.
go. Here we go.
Yeah, hey, drink to that. Blessings.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to shout out, of course, our missing comrade.
That's
You know,
right.
what's
Miss
happening,
Cindy
Cindy?
Fenty.
Say what's up,
We
lady?
miss you, Cindy. We
See
miss
you
you.
soon, real
Yes, we
soon.
will see you soon. I'm certain. I seen her last night.
Oh, did you? I saw it too.
That's right.
You hit your eyes, I got my eyes. Saw a couple of other things too last night.
What'd you see?
Nothing. I hope to see it again Thursday because my man Susan, he was showing
Listen,
interest. You know what I'm
listen.
saying?
Don't he got a girl?
I can't speak on that,
Oh,
brother.
okay.
Ask him.
I'm gonna ask him.
I ain't never seen one. I can say that honestly.
He does travel solo most times.
That's the way to go. So,
Yeah.
less
Well, he'll
witnesses.
see.
Hey, no witness, no crime. You know, at least that's how it used to be. But now, man,
Hey, it's a video out there. If you think you can get away with it, no.
right, right. Hey,
It's
always
a video out there
Yes,
on
indeed.
whatever you did.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
somebody, the movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Right.
I Know What You Did
Folks
Yesterday.
got videos all
Yeah.
the boys up in trees and shit. They don't tell them what they catching.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen, we got a camera right there across the street from me,
right,
probably getting us right now.
right. But that
You
don't
know.
matter because it's a crime against you. They ain't gonna say shit. They gonna try to charge you for the video, like that asshole across the street at that one joint.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Unfortunately,
always had the empty outside space. Got a whole damn block, but now they hating on folks. But we ain't gonna even go there. We weren't even supposed to talk about that type of shit. But that's the thing, though. That's when you talk about
John,
life and you gotta you try to get a program talking about life. That's what you're gonna talk about.
right? You
It's
talking about the
everyday life.
issues,
You know, shit go on every day, all day. I mean,
correct?
all day, every damn day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got the powers that be. No matter how little you got, they don't want you with that. You know, and
yeah,
it's
but you
crazy.
can't let that rule you. Of
No, you
course,
can't. All you
you
gotta do
have
is
to
get up,
be above that,
keep on, keep it on. You know
because
what I mean?
because whoever they are and whatever they do, they're gonna do. That's what they're there
Right,
for, to be a distraction for you.
right,
But if you got a goal in mind, keep your eyes on the prize.
right. Like the
Keep
brothers
going.
from Arkansas all the way up to today. But they say keep on pushing.
Keep on. Keep on. Keep
Keep on
on
pushing.
moving. Don't stop like the hands of
Yeah.
time. You go that you
Hey,
always say this time.
you want to split?
No, good, knock yourself out.
Okay.
He found a little surprise in his pocket.
What?
You know, so here on Shut Up and Ride Show, we just basically, again, talk about life, talk about things that are precious to us, things that are going on in the world, things that may be easier said than done. We just, life in general. Um, I know what's on my mind when I was riding in, we were talking about flags. Many of you know the United States, since we've lost, or since President Carter passed away.
Salute, sir. About the only ex-president I would ever salute. Salute, Mr. Carter.
Yes, Mr. President Jimmy Carter definitely was a true man and a man of his word and his character. When nobody was looking, he
Right.
still did what he was supposed to do. And I loved watching his funeral. and it's not a lot of funerals I attend. I cater a lot of funerals, but I don't like attending. I often like to remember people as they were. So in this case, of course, they weren't showing the body, and all they talked about was, all the things he did. But my point was that a lot of the flags are at half mast because of that. And I heard just before coming here, that our governor DeSantis said we are to raise them. Florida is to raise it, and then we'll go back to half mast after the 21st because he wants to welcome in the new coming president. And I feel, my personal opinion, not that it matters a lot, but I think that's disrespectful. I don't, it's, it, I don't, why? We are giving honor to a man that's passed on. He was the president of the United States. We have done this for, our former presidents. But the fact, and no other governor, as far as I know, would say, oh no, raise it back up and to welcome the next coming establishment, and then we'll let it go. Well, call me old fashioned, but yeah, I think that's disrespectful. What do you think, John? I did ask
Are
you.
you planning on coming back next week?
Give me a short version of what you think.
I gave my R17 version. You know, I think
Okay,
my man,
R17. I'll take
right?
it.
That basically shows his character. Everybody knows his character. You know, this dude, man, he's one of them kids that couldn't ride his tricycle two driveways to the left or two driveways to the right, and all of a sudden he got a position out in the world. You know what I mean? And he's exercising all that hate that he learned at home and growing up, and he's putting it out into the world. You know, that's just pure hatred. That's just pure spitefulness. You know what I mean? Pure ignorance. You know, and
And
it's
he
nothing new
is a
from this guy.
Navy
When you
guy.
right, when you told me about that, I wasn't surprised. I mean, they don't honor shit. They don't honor their word. But they honor their racist ass upbringing. He honored that. He honored his cronies. A bunch of other racists. Man, don't get me started, man. But it's all allegedly, alleged pedophiles, alleged. You know what I'm saying? This and that. But even though it's all out in the open, we still got to say alleged. So I'm gonna say alleged to keep from getting sued for my 50 cents I got in my pocket. Because Lord knows they don't even want me with that. But I just think it's just straight ignorance, man. I know a lot of people disagree. Like, how can you say that publicly? They must don't want their podcast to become anything or blah 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 blah. Because people gonna look back on it. Because you ask me next week, I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Next year, the same thing. It ain't gonna change, man. Until these folks change, nothing's gonna change, and they're not gonna change until we change. And what I mean the fact that we change, get unafraid. Get unafraid to stand up, to speak up. Because whether you quiet or not, they still gonna give it to you. They still gonna do what they do, run flags, half mast, regardless if it's our chief, their chief. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Let them come out for the wrong thing. The problem with Mr. Carter was he was for the American people, everyone, and
Yeah.
that's why they pulled what they pulled to get him out of office. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
When they rigged that election back in '80,
Right.
'79. I was a kid then, but hey, I heard what was going on. I sat around and listened. You know, and
I got you.
it was just ridiculous what they did. As
Well,
far as that Iran Contra and all that bull crap, he was probably too young to know about all that.
yeah.
But
I've heard, of course, as an
no,
adult.
it's
But
not just like you think. It's no
well,
answer to that.
remember I asked you. You said you weren't surprised at what DeSantis pulled. But yeah. So you said it's just his ignorance, not you know. Well, do you think he made that decision on his own, or did you think he's
Of
following
course he
suit?
did. Of course he did. Of course he
I
did.
think I think he's
Of course he
following.
did.
I think he's,
He's trying to impress. He's trying to impress Trump. You know what I mean? He want to impress him. So in the future, everything is about what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying with these folks? You know what I mean?
Okay.
He already got this office locked. He got Florida on lock. He got all the old tide racists on lock. You know what I mean? Just for the fact that hey, I'ma live this way. I'ma die this way. Then hurry up and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Get out the way. But but other than that, I mean, he got a lot of old money behind him because they look at him as their last hope of keeping this whole American system of racism. And like people, what kills me a lot of might be going off subject, but black folks, when they talk about this generational curse, and they want to blame themselves, blame their families, blame everything on themselves. And my question is, what about generational racism? What about generational redlining? What about I mean, this shit still goes on. You know what I mean? It still goes on, and it's more prevalent today than ever. You just don't see it because more and more folks have got their so-called, you know what I mean? They got their little piece of the pie. But that piece of the pie ain't shit but a morsel compared to the picture. You know what I mean? And all our folks that the so-called made it or making it, they're all individuals. You know what I mean? All these other folks get together and help each other. They all connected.
Well, I think a lot of folks help each other. Families help each other. Well, you don't hear about it. Trust me, John, it happens, and you have it in a large scale, but it's not something you're going to hear through the TV, through social media, especially with the algorithms. Certain things you ain't supposed to hear that's uplifting because it might just strike you to be better.
I don't believe nothing out here. I go by what I see.
Right, but
and I'm still seeing the same. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's just take like what our topic was supposed to be. This fire out here in California. California burning and the rest of the world freezing. Well, the rest of America, our world, I guess. But my question is, what happened to all them homeless folks? You know what I mean? What is this? What is really going on? Because it looked like a Hawaii 3.0 to me.
Well, when you say what happened to the homeless folks, you mean they're still homeless?
There's a whole lot of folks enjoying it, but they talk about rescuing dogs and shit and cats. What about the people? What happened to the people? Where are they?
Well, I'm certain they're being rescued as well. Again, you're not there and foot's on the ground. Right. You're going only what they're submitting to you. Right. Well, they ain't got all day to submit to you. If you want to know something, they're saying, hey, you got to find out what it is. We ain't gonna tell you.
I'd rather hear about the survival of folks with 2 legs than those with 4.
But again, it's the submission they're giving you. You're turning on the TV, or unless you go physically and do the research, you're not gonna know. That's not what they're about reporting everything. They report what they feel is necessary.
Is that right?
Yeah, of course.
There's no humanity left in the world.
Well, there's plenty of humanity left in the world. I know I'm human. Yeah. I know I got a lot of humanity, and I know I'm not alone.
Right.
So you're talking about on the whole.
There's a power, the powers that be.
But the powers that be don't really control my day to day.
True.
And nor will they. I'm self-sufficient. I can do a lot of things myself and with my family and with my friends.
Right.
I do need Florida Power and Lights to turn on the lights for me, but if it comes down to that where I can't turn on lights, I know a way to make it happen. Right. I pray we don't get down to that, but it's some things that are just common sense that I'll know what to do, and I'll make sure I surround myself around people who can help me in that, or get me there. I don't know everything, but I know enough in that circle I surround myself with that I can get it and I can call somebody. And so, you just gotta, it ain't all dooms. And even though people are prejudiced and racist and selfish, and, it's the flip side of that. Just as they are that way, I know we are better the other way. I remember when I did them 48 states and I'd go to the middle of the country, I could still pump my gas and then pay afterwards. In fact, I went in there And I said, listen, I really don't know how much I need, but I leave a 20 with you. And she says, well, just go ahead and pump, bring your money back. And then a guy came in as I'm walking out and goes, hey, I need to put 100 on the pump, and she goes, just go ahead and pump, pay later. He said, huh? She said, pump, pay later. And he looked at me, he goes, huh? I said, she means go ahead, just pump your gas. He goes, and not pay? I said, no, you're going to pay later. But he had a hard time, like, comprehending, like,
Concept, right?
what? I can pay you later, so that to know that's still happening. Of course, I'm in some parts of Florida, it still does happen, but the town got to be small enough. It ain't
Right.
been in these little country, what we call country hick towns. That's where you got a lot of decency, a lot of knowing your neighbor. So and so want a cup of sugar. Do you know so and so was doing this yesterday? So there is that here in this country, in this world. Again, we don't see it on a large scale, and the TV's not going to talk about it because they're controlling what they're submitting to you. You
Right.
want to know something for real, you got to go search for real. And you know, I'm okay with that. Or I'll get on a motorcycle and find out.
A whole motorcycle.
A whole motorcycle. So they ain't all doomsday. John can be a little doomy.
Hey, that's what it's about. I don't get my doom, you get your gloom.
Hey, it is, right? It's the balance. It's the balance. We can't all be the same.
I'm throwing sunshine on the situation. Anytime you get the truth, you got sun. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No matter how dark or cloudy they try to make it seem.
Well, I'm gonna be a light too.
There you go. You be your light.
Yes.
Shine your little light.
My light ain't that little.
Listen, shine your
It
big
ain't
ass,
little.
shine that big bright light.
It's a whole current.
Is that right?
That's right. Electricity, baby.
Oh, fuck your eclipse.
Y'all see him. Y'all see him. Did I tell you this is brought to you by Uncle Nearest? Because I'm gonna get some more.
That's apparently my homie needed.
Now the fires, yeah, that is. It's so much out there. People have been saying, um, oh, this they're not doing this, and they're quick to blame and all. The fires in California is nothing new. Do I believe we get a lot more information? Do I believe really much quicker? Yes. Um, of course, the devastation is in no small, you know, it is devastating. And when I can look at talk show and see the Jimmy Kimmel, he fighting back tears, and it made me, just he's hosting. He has a donation in the parking lot of his what do you call it, of his studio, and he showed. Well, other people showed. He didn't really show it about, hey, they were like, thank you, Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy's like, nah, this is not about a thank you. This is how we have to do as people.
Right.
And it's right. That's what we have to do as people. And if you have more to give, you give more. If you can do more, you got more time than you do money, give some time. But yeah, it certainly is very devastating.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yes.
It's wild as the fire itself. Hey there, Nina. Miss Diane McKay, what's going on, cuz? How you guys doing? Say what's up, send a middle finger, so let me know you see me and you get me. And you feel me.
You said stick a middle finger.
Right. They know how to get
James, how you doing?
That's my thing. Throw up the finger. But hey,
Hey,
man,
you-
it's
I learned something today
it's
about the
sad.
middle finger.
What's that?
So, one,
It's the
that
third finger either way you go.
well, that it has a current in it, or like say when you're doing the what is it called, the mantra, and that you bring it to your middle finger.
Right.
And also a European writer told me, you don't do this. When he said that's like bad luck, he said you want to do this. And I go, you want to shoot a bird? He says, you're not shooting a bird. He goes, that's the American thing they say. He said, but that's good. He said that to say that's like peace. That's the love
Yeah.
that you're sending. And I go, oh,
I've always done that.
okay, so there you go. A lot of one percenters do it.
When I dropped I used to drop them off at the crib. Like get an ass a middle finger before we go, before I take off. They
Okay.
thought I was being an asshole, but they didn't
You
know
were
that.
sending
That
love.
was just historically correct. You know what I
Did
mean?
you know at the
I
time?
knew shit without knowing shit.
Oh, so you
You
ain't
know what I'm
noticed
saying? I
shit.
just demonstrated shit. You know what I mean?
I
So,
understand. You like, yeah, I told you.
right. You know, a lot of shit I say come. It's like my mama used to say, mark my word. Mark my
Mhm.
word. Everything she said will come to pass. And then
Okay.
all that, I mean, every day I live my life, I got to think about them two, my pops, because they dropped a
Mhm.
lot of jewels. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, sure.
And man, and when the shit come to
And
pass,
John's
and
the
you think about it,
youngest of 16,
13 total.
13.
Yeah.
So, as the youngest, I know he knows
Number
and seen a
13.
lot.
Lucky 13.
13. That's right,
But we
Baker's
don't
dozen.
look, we deal with blessings.
Yes.
We
Well,
don't
hey, luck is, I say, residue of hard work. You ain't getting no luck if you ain't been working hard, you know? So, I know some things happen to me at a time when I'm not necessarily looking for it, but I have been, I say I prayed on it and worked towards it, and it didn't come. And as soon as when I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do this or find this or do this more, and then everything just lines up.
Right.
Even in this year, the 2025, we got some new hours for our store, but we were looking at bringing in more things and making more money. Well, man, we got a couple of gigs coming up that are just that blessings, come out of nowhere. Doctor dinners, and
Right.
they paying a lot of money. They were like, Chantel, can we pay you 125 a person? I'm like,
Yeah.
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 I'm like, you could pay me really 25, but I'll take the
No,
125.
don't tell them that.
Of course, I'm not telling them that, but also what they want everything included, drinks,
Exactly.
everything. So I
Yeah,
was
they
like, okay,
should. Should
so
get
I
them.
can
Should get
appreciate
it.
that.
Get everything sort of a happy ending.
I don't know what he's talking about, John. What is he talking about? What
Just
is a
talking.
happy ending? Help me. What's a
uh,
happy ending?
yeah, heard of happy feelings? Yes. Yeah, I got myself together.
No, I can't say that I know.
Remind me of love.
Look, hey, this past weekend I went to the proc,
What's
and
that?
the proc is riding professionals, riding motorcycles, non-professionals too. It's
Yeah.
orientation and conference, um, bikers and social clubs and riding clubs and motorcycle clubs.
Where does take place at?
Atlanta this year. It took place.
Atlanta.
It takes place in New Orleans next year. So
Okay.
next July, January, you ready to come?
Yeah.
Be ready to roll.
Look out for the pickup trucks.
All right. Well, come to find out,
Especially after the 20th.
a lot of folk, we call it, rode their cars or flew in. I flew in.
It was too damn cold to ride a bike.
There were some people coming up from North Carolina
Yeah.
that came down on their bike.
They regretted that shit.
No, no, he was good. In fact, he texted me, "Oh, what's your name? I know your name, Rod. Trying to think of his biker name. I got a picture with the brother. Are you out there? He from High Point, North Carolina. He came through, and he rides Indian. I won't hold it against you, you know. And but of course, it was a mostly Harley thing. Let me tell you. Although I can't say that. Yeah, I can. The majority of the people I spoke to, yes, but there are a lot of in fact, I had a few people sit in on an endurance class,
Right.
where endurance biking was, we talked about going state to state, and a few ladies getting ready to do mile marker zero. And I said, will y'all do it? I'll be with you. I'll come down and do it with you.
Right on.
Right?
Right on.
Hand job after the massage. Oh,
See,
that's
what
what
I'm
the
talking about.
happy ending. Lord have mercy.
Who said that?
Oh Lord, I can't read. I need some glasses. United. Oh, pro MC.
Right on. See, he has an
I don't know
idea.
why you do that.
I saw a cat on the bike the other week. As Jackie said, I just came here to get laid.
On his motorcycle vest?
Right. I'm like, right on. I gotta get one of those.
Listen, ignorance is it don't matter who you
I
are.
love
It can
seeing
strike.
shit on the back of cars. People be having some of the damnedest things. That'd be funny as I don't know what read them cars. Then you look at the person.
Do you go up to him?
Hey man, it's pure entertainment. I don't want no one-on-one actions. Better,
Man.
better learn how to leave folks alone. Enjoy yourself in private.
What's the craziest thing you've seen on the road?
On the road, the craziest thing I see.
Yeah.
Shit. Craziest thing I see.
He laughed at you.
Man. The damnedest thing I seen was like that. This big ass deer was in the left lane coming through St. Louis on 44. And you know, 44 you can roll. It's flat land. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
You can roll.
in Illinois.
No, this is Missouri.
Oh.
I was coming out of Arkansas. And anyway, I'm rolling about average speed 90. No.
Yeah, that's about it. That is my average speed.
The car
My
in
bike
front
don't
of
even wake up to
right,
92.
right. The car in front of me suddenly jump, and I see this big ass deer in the lane, so I go to the left. You know, I guess I caught a horn or something, but I felt the boom, but thank God did not bust or nothing. So I'm guessing I caught the very end of his head or whatever, you know. Yeah, it was crazy, man, 'cause I ain't never hit nothing like that before.
Made you stop?
All my half a million miles of traveling. No, I didn't stop. I ain't hear shit telling me to stop. So shit, I kept going. It's like riding through the wrong motherfucking clan area. You don't want to stop, check out shit. Do I look Caucasian? Do I investigate? Investigate. You keep moving, especially to you. It was a break of dawn. You know what I'm saying? They could have been out there hunting, and I'd ran over their carcass. You know, the good old boys. They don't take kind likely to our kind.
I think some of what you experienced too, you know. Oh, this is a question.
PTSD.
You better believe it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think sometimes we get in our own way about certain things because we've been told certain things, or we've had an experience one way, and then we feel that's the way it is. And it was the way it was if you experienced it, no doubt. That is true. That's not all it ain't necessarily the way it is, you know, and sometimes we get in our own way because we don't miss what we don't know. You know, we know what we know, and we often use our memory as the judgment and the fact. But things, you know, things can be very different. People can be very different. That's one of the things that I love about this motorcycle world is when you get on that road and you ride for miles and states and gas station after gas station, you see something and hear something different than what you've been through. And it humbles you, it brings you sorrow, it brings you joy. And the first time you get on the road is the first time you get on the road every time you get on the road. Because it's, you know, you, and only those can that have done it or doing it can really relate because it's, you know, every biker that I would talk to and we have an exchange like this, it's like, yeah, no, you know, we don't know. You don't, we can't explain it. You just have to be in it. And once you're in it, you search for the words, but there's not a word that can give you the essence, the feel. And and it although you have truckers, although you have car drivers, SUV drivers, and you're out there for distance, it's a difference that you can see that gravel that come up and hit your shin. It's a difference because your react time, your thought process, you have to be present. You
Right.
can't be on the radio, you can't be, and you will hear things and feel things that you, that you just got to experience. But when one has experienced it, you
Right.
you just say, you like, you got the camaraderie,
I'm laughing
Yeah.
because I'm picturing the fact that you ride. What's the biggest thing ever jumped up and hit you on the
Oh
shin or
man,
the
I've
knee?
had a gate from off of a hitch from a trailer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had ducked it, otherwise I would have severed my head off.
Yeah.
And a pallet of wood was in the middle of the highway,
Right.
just dropped off the truck, and I'm in the middle lane. Had it been dark,
Right.
it wouldn't have been no me.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying about that damn being in that lane. If I'd have been on a bike or something, man, I'd have
yeah,
went airborne.
right. So you,
You know?
yeah.
Fucked up.
So to detach from like your spirit leading before your bike get there.
Yeah.
It's that kind of connection that you go to where you can see it.
Right.
And then when you get back on a bike, you now have the fear of, hey, how about if I don't see this thing this time?
Right.
But then you got to work through that fear, not let fear stop you,
Right.
and just pay attention, you know. But somebody can call you or do this in a split
Right.
second that so it's,
Well, if someone was to present me with a three-wheeler, I'd be willing to roll. But other
yeah.
than that,
Well,
I
there you go.
can't see it.
And listen,
I can't see it.
well, hey, and
Man.
listen, and trust me, there ain't no shame or no being less than because you don't feel it. It's
Right.
perfectly fine. I'm just, I can only speak on what I didn't know and now know, and know that it's forever changing. Although I have a lot of miles on the bike, it's still my first time every time I get on, because that 2 foot pothole I missed yesterday, I might not miss it, and it might be on the other side. It's just, it's just some,
Right.
but of course you can't live like
Yeah.
that. Where
My
you're
father tried
always
to teach me how to ride a bike when I was like 18 and stuff like that. I could never get in the gear. In the first gear, and that surprised me because I'm well coordinated, athletic, all that, you know.
Mhm.
But I couldn't get
Oh, you
that
got
bike
people
in the
riding
gear.
bikes that ain't coordinated.
I couldn't get that
Like
bike in the gear at all.
they on 1 and 0 all day, and I have to say to myself, well, that's a rhythm.
Hey, one, two.
So, but that doesn't have anything to do with it, though. Trust me, your coordination, your rhythm, listen, I know some people who can't dance, and at first I was that way too. I mean, thinking like, how this dude is even and riding miles. I mean, riding cross countries, and he got no rhythm of nothing.
Right,
I said, "Is your bike automatic?" He's like, "No, what do you mean?"
right. Yeah, that'd be a good
And
thing
so,
too.
yeah, nothing to do with.
That'd be a good thing too for it to be automatic.
Oh, they got automatic. Yeah, they got automatic bikes. You'll, but you would want control. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you can control it, you would want it. If you can't, then you don't
What you
mind
mean?
giving up again to do something manual, to know how to do it, and then allow automatic to take over is fine. If you can do it automatic, do it because it gives you more. You're more in control.
Right.
With the automatic system, it has more issues, right?
Do it.
Yeah, of course it does, because just like your car, stick shifts often last longer than manuals. I
Okay.
mean automatic, because you're one who is in the control. So it has, so it's just a better just to know. But again,
See,
to
that's
have
some
the
shit.
option.
That's some shit my brother Jimmy would have told me back in the day.
Mhm.
Had I been mechanically inclined.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I remember
Okay.
I was always his guy to come to when he got brake jobs and shit. I'm a little brother he ain't got with because I'm pumping brakes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He
Okay.
used to tell me, boy, you better get out of here and learn this shit. You're going to be driving one day. I'm like, I got you. He like,
Right. I'm
he
up
like,
here
you think
pumping
I'm going
brakes
to
for
be doing
you.
this shit forever?
Right. Hey, as long as I got enough money in the bank to pay,
Hey,
get somebody to do it for me,
right, but ain't
or
no brother.
friends.
Yeah, you learn Kyle's at an early age. And
Yeah.
it just so happened, the cat he learned it from ended up being his father-in-law. You know,
Ah, look at
yeah,
that.
well, Luke.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
that's beautiful.
yeah, they both rest in
That's good. It's very good. We end up falling for what we around. You know,
peace.
or just not falling. I think we should stand up in
Yeah,
it
right,
though.
right,
Stand up and go on purpose to what you want, need, and have to be better as.
right.
Got to be better. My daughter Sadiqa, she's going through a transition right now, and she's getting ready to walk to the. Well, she started. She has started. Last year this time she was barely walking.
Right, right,
Right. She and I had to. Well, I had to remind her. I said, "Hey, you remember you're on the couch.
right.
I would leave for 2 days and you could barely move.
Look how far you done came. What up, Cindy?
What you doing, Cindy?
That's my
Cha cha.
niece. Yeah,
All right. So she's now. They told her she got some issues with her eyes, but it's reversible if
right.
she does. She's in
This and
control.
that. Right, right,
And I say, hey, here we go. And I
right,
said, and if you teach and if you do it, I said, well, turn on the computer, maybe record it, maybe share with somebody to make it easier for them. Maybe it'd be a help for somebody. And
right,
I said, in this social media thing, but she has a daughter now to live for to do it. And so she's got to eat healthier because she has colitis with it.
right.
So she's diabetic, type 1 and colitis, and she can't eat certain things. And so it's, oh, it just
Thank God
stops
I'm
everything.
almost shelter.
Well, I'm saying I thought in the sense for her life, now she's at the point she has to eat properly every day, not
Right,
just sometimes.
right.
And the colitis, otherwise she's in the restroom.
Wow.
So she has to have a life. And what kind of life is that for her daughter?
Right. Hanging out. Yeah.
Right. So now she's serious about it, and her health depends on it. She won't be able to walk if she don't. She won't be able to. She won't be able to see if she don't. And
Right.
it's not now, but it's right now.
It's a lot at stake.
It's a lot at stake, and I'm gonna help, and all I can do is be supportive. But she is the person that has to do it. She
Yeah.
she's 100% responsible.
Yeah.
Anything anybody else got to give her is the 10% or the 5% more or the 50, whatever.
Yeah.
But
You gotta put in the work. Faith
mm,
without work. Speaking of faith without work, my brother out Tony McCullough is on the scene. What's happening, my man?
Tony with colors.
Yeah. Hey, you know that's Bernie Mac's cousin.
Hey, can you give
Look
me a
at the
little bit of
last
money?
night. Well,
No, come down here
hey.
visit with us. Review our restaurant. Let us get some talk. We need some
Right
people
on.
out here,
Right on.
because again, in this day and age of social media, I'm here. I'm on my little live. I ain't got nobody really, but these are things that my brother John talked about. My good friend Cindy talked about doing a podcast or getting up there and just share our values, our devalues, our construction, our destruction, our brotherhood and sisterhood of each other, and fairly just really our opinions. Who cares? Who cares?
Who really cares?
Who cares? It's okay. But if you're at home and this is part of what you're getting, welcome. That's all.
Welcome.
We're this judgment free zone for us. Judgment free zone it should be for you.
Right.
This is love. This is acceptance. That's all we all ask for is to be accepted. I don't care who you are. That acceptance doesn't mean approval. You ain't got to approve me. I ain't got to approve you. We ain't got to approve each other.
Right.
I may not want to be around you a lot
Right. Hey.
because comfort too It's good, but there ain't no growth and comfort
Ain't no
either.
sense in front either. I'm hanging around more for you. I want to be around.
Yeah,
You know.
not all the time.
Right.
Because
A lot
then
of
guess
folks,
what? You
a
end
lot
up
of
being
folks do
like
it
them.
for the money. You
What
know
you
what I
didn't
mean?
like.
A lot of folks do it for the money. And they
Well,
themselves end
money's
up
a
being
tool.
funny. Yeah.
Money's a tool.
Yeah.
You, I mean, but how you say now? Who you got to be around when you're working? Sometimes you got to do what you
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
do in order to do what you
Yeah.
got to do.
Yeah.
Or no, say that backwards. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to do what you want to do.
Right.
And
Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do.
that too.
But then you gotta do it, so
Yeah.
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Hey,
You know.
all I say is if you're gonna work, then find something you really love doing. Figure out the way to get paid. Then you'll never work. And hey, this is why I got Chantel's.
And Kendrick said, "Do it, do it, do it, do it."
That was before 91.
Do it, baby. I can't invent shit. Like I always said.
No, it's just do it. It ain't that they invented it. We know what we
Right,
know.
everything come from the culture. Everything come from the culture.
Listen,
This whole
man.
world revolves around the culture.
Yeah.
You know, they all united in one common goal and one common, but we ain't gonna go back into that. All power to the people. I
Yes,
will say
to the
that, and I
people.
will say that
Definitely
proudly
the
every
people.
day, all day. You know, I have no
Power to the
choice.
people.
This is
What's
me.
up, Brian? Everything okay? I seen you came over here. You thought I was open or closed, or you want to come be a part of it? So yeah, we love is acceptance, and as we like to say here at Chantel's, we love to be the light. Everybody can come. We'll shine a light on it. Your opinions will be enlightened or heard. Either you bring enlightenment or you leave enlightened. But everybody should feel comfortable to be whomever they want to be. You know, it's Wednesday night, y'all.
And all you need is to put your boogie down. You hip to that song?
I'm located in Sanford, Florida. No, I don't know that song.
You ain't a Palgero?
Maybe it was the tone and harmony in which you sang.
Is that right?
It says,
That's why
"Do
you
what
can't
you
read.
have to do, and what I well, there you go. What you say?
That's why you can't read.
I know I need glasses.
Trying to be a smart ass.
Hey, I am smart. I ain't trying. I'm trying to still look at this thing though, man. Ain't that crazy? This is man. I need to go to the doctor. You see that itty
Do
bitty?
what you have to do what you want to do.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And how many prescriptions you got? Talk
Yeah.
about me.
I
I
paid
just
enough
need
for 'em.
100%.
Right, right.
Oh, goodness. As long as I can see so.
Hocus focus.
Anyhow, there's the art and Chantel.
Oh man, Twan, what's happening, brother? Long time no see, hear from, brother. How you doing?
We're closed today. We'll be open tomorrow. Also open on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. We'll be open all day, so that way we can eat
Oh,
good.
that's right. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday,
No,
Dr.
it's not his
King.
birthday. It's the
Yeah, it
21st.
is. January 15th is his birthday.
Oh yeah, it's just
Yeah,
celebrated
God,
on the
when they
20th.
say, see, that's it.
Oh,
Right, we don't
listen,
have to get
don't
away
be,
from all that.
don't no, but don't be, because I
It's
don't
his
know.
birthday, my niece's birthday, my
Okay.
partner, my nephew's birthday. So a whole lot of folks got birthdays. They happy birthday to everybody.
Everybody that was born today
Right,
was their
all
birthday.
the folks, right. A whole lot of people.
It's my birthday too.
Yeah, my birthday. It's the first day of the rest of your life.
Listen, this ain't
It's
the
great
first
to
day.
be alive.
It's my birthday year. It ends December 31st, but it starts again January
Hey, I'm down
1st.
with that.
And every day I see 322. I go, up, happy birthday, me.
Hey,
AM and PM, twice a day.
there you go.
And then when 322 happened, guess what?
You sleep.
No. I'm still celebrating. So you can give me a gift anytime. You ain't gotta wait.
Right.
You ain't gotta wait Mother's Day, any day, every day, all day.
Right. I give you the gift of love.
There it is.
There you go.
I don't even want it.
Don't touch me.
No, I won't. I'll take it, whatever. I made you some egg sandwiches. Shoot, you ate at least two of them, one of them. I ate two.
Right.
I was like, listen, hey, listen, it made a third. It made one. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes. Well, I hope you get cleaned out. Otherwise, you'd be full of mess. I might pour something in my drink. Throw something in my cup. So anyway, that's all we do. We talk a little bit, rap a little bit, say come down to Chantel's, shut up and ride. Hey, we get ready to change the name, man. It's getting ready to go under new management. It's gonna be Chantel, shut up and eat.
Chantel, shut up and eat.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up and eat. Don't talk with your mouth full anyway. Then your mammy teach you anything.
All that.
It's the proper upbringing.
There you go. Shut up and eat.
Close your mouth when you chew. Wash your hands.
Mm-hmm. Before you eat.
Hey, do it still tickle you that these motherfuckers had to have a government mandate to tell them to wash their hands? I found that the most ridiculous, hilarious, but I be damned.
Well, one thing the world is good at is drawing attention, and people, uh, a lot of people follow really well, and so to say it, I'm glad they said it. Okay, the fact that they had to say it, I'm glad they said it because I remember teaching a cooking class to 35 and up.
Right.
And the cooking class was we're gonna make rice and chicken and a vegetable or collard greens or something.
Right.
And so first class, first thing I wanted to do before I put on the rice, I wanted to cut up the chicken. And about 4 people in that class says, "Oh my God, the chicken has 2 breasts." Again, 35 and up. I didn't have an expression on my face. Something kids taught me is just to go with the flow. Okay, they didn't know. Okay, don't make them feel bad.
Right,
So,
right.
And I just said, yeah. I said, please tell me your experience with chicken. And they said nonchalantly, several of them, well, I've always just bought it. I went to the store, it was always breasts there, and I thought it was just one piece. I don't know. She said it was always boneless. So I never just seen it. And I was like, okay. I admitted, I said, hey, I didn't know it was no male chickens. I didn't know. And they were like, well, male chickens is rooster. I said, well, yeah, but you don't call them male chickens, you call them roosters. So when somebody make the joke, there ain't no male chickens. I was like, well, how is chickens born then, dummy? But then it was like, oh yeah, roosters. In order to be fertilized. Yeah, so look at you learn something today.
I'm just saying though,
No, they'll lay eggs, but they'll all be eggs, and then one of them will be chicks.
These edible eggs.
Well, the chicken's edible too.
Yeah, that motherfucker definitely edible. If people ain't cross, eat the babies in the morning, her ass in the evening.
Even the rubber eggs.
That's terrible. That's a terrible thought.
You eat I don't even know what you said. It's okay. I blocked you out.
Eat the babies in the morning.
That's a delicacy.
And her ass in the evening.
Okay, and
you can marry to the whole family. That's terrible.
What are you talking? You eat chicken? Man, I almost called you out your name. I was like, yo, really? That was your way to do it too.
I demand to ban no chicken. No more chicken.
Whatever.
No more chicken and eggs.
Okay, I'm gonna see. You over here. Hey, let me get 4 of them chicken wings. Whole wing. Let me get 4 of them.
You got a couple corpses over there on the plate. I'm down in Sanford police. I bet you they'll come and file a report on that.
Okay.
They won't report the pure vandalism they see. You know what I'm saying? But damn it, hey, he killed that chicken.
Right.
Scrambled his guts.
What my daughter child said. Anyway, okay. But yeah, it is what it is.
It's crazy.
But we get better every day. We should get better. Learn something. Um, come out of your comfort zone, people,
Yeah, step
and talk to
outside.
somebody.
Step outside.
There's no growth in comfort.
Talk to somebody you've never been around.
That's right. Say hello. Offer them a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, I told people they had a nice white shirt on, nice white beater. Look at that nice white tight you got on. Looking good today. You pumping gas, talking about, all right. Hey, that made me smile, him smile. He might have started giggling. He talking about what you trying to say. I said, what I'm saying is a nice shirt. I see your muscles. And even the ones that you think you got. But now everybody can't say that, but I know I can. And I can't say it to everybody.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh
Well, watch
man.
yourself, that guy.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I wouldn't have said it to that person. I already know. They were like, I give him a little head nod, yep, and keep it moving. That's all I'm saying.
Like Charlie ass used to say, "Yo, mess around, and get fucked over there." Showing concern.
No, no, see, that's Charles. That wasn't Charlie. That was Charles.
They came from a skit. This cat on Facebook.
Oh,
He
okay.
pulled up.
Wow.
Got a little sexy little neighbor. Hey, Mr. Just so happened dude named Charles. Hey, Mr. Charles.
And there they go.
Said, all right, now you can
Mess around.
keep showing concern.
It started little ways.
Right.
Little ways.
Right.
Devil don't work big. He works small. You know. He just start with a hello. How are you?
Right.
Hello.
How do you do?
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. If you're all I ever wanted, and a long, long while.
And my arms are open wide.
Anyway, y'all, we getting ready to get up out of here a little early.
And you know
I
just
kind of
what
want to
you
answer
need.
this. I don't know why.
Answer it.
All right.
The call is coming from within the house. She was about to sign off and got up and ran the phone. Ain't that nothing? But anyway, I'd like to thank those of y'all that's tuned in and laughed with us and enjoyed something. Hope you got something out of it. You know, we be here every Wednesday, somewhere between 5:30 and 7:30. Man, we gonna get this thing together. We'll get the timing right, but right now we on CPT. Let's catch up probably today. We'll get there. So my man Antoine Guilford, I had a family man, Tony, Cindy, Dion, Nina, all those that joined that I've seen. Those that are joining in the future, appreciate you tuning in and playing it one time. Give it a view, give it a like, give it a spike, do something. Hope everybody's doing well out there on both sides of the camera. This end, Chantel's in. All those people tuning in over there. Thank you guys. Appreciate your support. She's on her way back. Hey,
Hey.
welcome to the end.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for just shutting up and the Shut Up and Ride show and Three's a crowd. Our third person is not here right now, and but soon we're getting some software that she'll be joining us. How you say it?
Video satellite.
There you go. Or video, Zoom, all that good little stuff.
Yeah.
Still in our learning stages of it, but want to just do it because we don't care. No, we care.
We care.
We care. That's probably why we do it. We care.
That's the best thing we got to do.
We
right
care
now.
about each other, and we care that one of our friends wanted to do it, another one wanted to do it, and another one's like, all right, I got to start too, and you know what it's helping me do? It's helping me form together my tour
Right.
um, around the United States starting in March.
Well, we gotta hurry up and get it to where we can bring people on. Like I said,
That's
so
right.
bring them on to watch, get some participation.
Yeah, and also when I'm out of town, I got to be able to come in through you on a motorcycle.
Right,
So we're gonna have we got some work to do.
and got some learning to do.
Yeah, that's what you're
I'm
doing.
gonna leave it up to
What you
Cindy.
doing? No, what you doing? I ain't seen you go do nothing yet.
I ain't seen nothing come out yet.
What you mean?
What you mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with your hands. Learning stuff. Hey, podcast. Boom. Go and do. Hey, I found out this so and so.
Right.
Hey, give me that video. I don't know what to do with it. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Same time. Three's a crowd. Hey, it's about a learning experience, you know.
That's what I said.
But I can't tell you what to learn. You got to be almost you got to be self-motivated. Yeah, hey, and then of course I'm like, what? Let's go. I am not the boss.
Hey.
I want some good leaders too. Sure. Hey, same time. All right. Blessings, y'all.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
Peace proud.
What John said,
Shut
John
up and
gonna
ride.
drop off for me.
Right.
John, you gonna drop her off for me. Drop me off where?
Lake Monroe. Motherfucker. That's where y'all go. Man, so with the alligators. See how tough she gets. With them damn gators. Hey, it's gonna be
what the hell you was saying while I was gone?
She's gonna be the second coming.
You talking about dropping me off on Lake Monroe?
Running on water.
Hey, you is gonna drop me off on Lake Monroe. Or maybe Zach gonna drop me off. Zach on his way here. He said he'll be
Is
in
that right?
10 minutes. And I gotta go to Lake Monroe and blend a barrel.
There you go.
For a little cigar smoke. And then I'm on my way to Cigar Box after that. And watch my girl Erica's birthday.
That's up the street, ain't it?
Yep, went up the street. You know, so
what
did she say? What else she say?
Cigar smoke.
Oh my, asked for me. What?
Who that?
Truthful, sincere. Who is that? I don't know what you want me to ask.
Must be one of your children. They say Uma.
Yeah, I know. Ask you what? Oh, I'm in the cemetery. Oh, what you need? Oh, Deacon. Okay, Deacon, what you need? Child. Truthful, sincere, Lord of mercy. What do you want to know? At least she watched. No, she wasn't me watch. She just want to get a hold of me.
That's what would John say about that?
I don't want to pick you up.
She don't want no parts of you. Say it.
What, and I got to ride there. But when I'm ready to be picked up, yeah, you're going to have to. That's all there is to it. You know, so I'll get a ride to Blend and Barrel. But in about an hour, yeah, you got to just get ready. Get your mind right, because in an hour, all right, deuces. Talk about ask John.
Pick you up.
Yeah, she better ask. She knew she couldn't even call me. You know.
Now she asked you on the app.
Yeah.
To be safe.
Listen, I'm your mother.
She ain't gonna turn me down on air.
Yeah, I gave her a stay on the air.
Right.
And she know I'm long-winded, so 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30.
Hey.
But she know after that, that's it.
Lou Rouse say, see you when I get there.
Lou Rouse said a lot.
I'll see you when I get there.
You can reach me by trailway.
Oh, that was your girl last night.
Yeah. Which you know what? I don't even want to talk to you because what you said.
What I say?
A bumpy ride.
I'm like, I say that's a rough terrain.
Same thing.
Right.
Same thing.
Listen to all the ways she say you can get there. Go ahead and sing that shit.
I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us,
Rough terrain.
always something to get over. If I had my way, surely you be closer. I need you closer.
How'd you say you could get there?
Okay, you know what? I was bad.
Get there by steamboat,
Yeah,
on a tree, rope to rope.
in the rough terrain.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's about 24 different
yeah,
ways to get
yeah.
there. You know, hey,
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. It's just a rough
yeah.
terrain.
I thought
And
you
she
meant,
says she don't care how you
you
get
know
there.
how perception
Just
is,
get there. You know
right?
what I mean?
And
Hey,
you saying
man.
that, thank you for the clarification, because you know
How you
what?
get there? Then what? Nigga, what the fuck out? Get.
When Miss Felicia, when she opened up and used her voice,
I thought it
she
was Alicia.
sound Alicia,
Is it
Felicia.
Felicia or Alicia?
Yeah, my
Whatever your
point.
name was, you
Right.
watch it. Straighten this out.
My point was
What?
my perception of what you said was that she was first holding back and going like she's riding, like singing, okay? But the moment she opened up her mouth and let it go, she had it was flawless. But when she was trying to control and go, it was something, it was like she was going over a hill. So when you said rough terrain, my perception, I was like, John Hush. Because that, but it was what I was thinking.
Right, right, right.
So now you were saying, I don't care how you get here on rough terrain.
Even she said though, I'm on the wrong note. That's
Oh,
when she straightened it out. She
yeah,
got to blowing that joker.
yeah.
I'm on the wrong key, y'all. Something she said.
Yes.
She straightened out her voice.
Hey, let's
That
go.
was training there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get whatever scratchy shit come out my mouth.
John, y'all,
It is
she
what
got
it
you.
is. You know, motherfuckers.
No, because you using your phone and y'all and y'all messy. Something like that, she said.
Who message?
That's truthful, sincere. Ain't nobody asked you.
She said it was messy.
Wait, I don't. Maybe she didn't say that.
Oh, you're
Y'all,
playing
because
ass.
y'all using the phone and y'all a mess. Bye. Messy. I'm the commentator. Okay.
Here's to that message.
I ain't got no more. Oh, I got a little bit.
There
I got
you
a
go. You
swallow.
got a sip.
I don't need no more. I'm getting good to go to smoke this.
Blended barrel. Here I come.
Stink ass cigars. He can't do
More for
tobacco.
me.
No tobacco.
I don't do tobacco either. I just put it to my lip, pull it, let it go.
Puff, puff.
Bye, y'all. Deuce.
Peace.
And